Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Conway, South Carolina, Brooks Stadium, and home of the teal-clad Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the UTEP Miners, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Miners will put toe to leather and will get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Flowers. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Chanticleers with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Flowers. Got a man, it's Glass. Gets away from one, finds some space. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Chanticleers are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Burks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wide out. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
And he had just enough to will that one home. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ferguson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, shoot up yards, getting a big play down the field.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air, it's Holstein. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Got his man downfield. Step Taps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Look out, he's got room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
The Miners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UTEP.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Flowers. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The shot that clears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
And the shot that clears will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Flowers. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Second down, he'll throw it. Going for 6. Picked off to stop the threat. The 10. Touchdown Miners. The defense putting points on the board. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Goes to the option. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UTEP. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Looking for a man. It's Flowers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, UTEP. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Out of the gun, the inside give. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The shot that clears will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Fights off the defender. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the Miners are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Gets rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Campbell. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Miners. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Coastal Carolina, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Flowers. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
And some room to work. Turning it on. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Chanticleers will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Give to the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Caught close to the marker. It's Campbell. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just
breaks into the open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Miners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball on the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive gain. Still a couple plays.
Touchdown, UTEP! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Looking to pass. It's Flowers. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Might be changing the route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. At the 30. Inside the... Touchdown, UTEP! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds.
Ready? Right. Single. White 29.
They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Burks. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Back to throw, it's Flowers. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
That's reeled in. It's Glass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Line getting set on second down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They just keep firing. He's got the back in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. His quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Flowers. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route?
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
The snap sets up the throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Ferguson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Give him 105 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
The Miners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Second down coming up.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
The give to the tailback. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. Well, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated in